In this podcast episode, I have special guest, Swedish artist Malin Foxdal, who's a great octave mandolin player. And we're going to talk about her new upcoming projects and also about being brave and curious when learning a new instrument. And she's also going to drop you with a little secret in the end, one thing that you didn't know about me. So here we go. Let's dive into this podcast episode with Malin Foxdal. Hey there, music makers. I'm Magnus Zetterlund, and welcome to the Mandolin Secrets podcast. This is the place to get tips, inspiration, and stories that supports you on your musical journey. Thank you so much for tuning in, and just know you can go to mandolinsecrets.com/podcast for more information on how to keep up with the show and also find all previous episodes. Now, let's get this episode rolling. Warm welcome, Malin.
Thanks. Hi, guys.
Glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how to label you, but I'm starting like maybe you're sort of like a singer-songwriter, but also somehow with a deep knowledge in the traditional music of Sweden. How would you label yourself, if it's even necessary?
Yeah, I think it's a good label, actually. I usually call myself an artist.
Yeah.
Musician, singer-songwriter, composer.
Yes.
But my main thing, what I really think that is my main thing is being on stage, performing live.
Yeah. Yes, I totally agree. And also, you're here to the Mandolin Secrets podcast since you are an octave mandolin player.
Yeah.
And being in Sweden with such a rare instrument, you're sort of like an ambassador for this instrument.
Yeah, I've started to feel that way when I'm playing live, because now all sort of and men come up to me and start talking to me about this instrument, and with great interest, and everyone wants to know about this.
So it's sort of like you're getting the question, what kind of instrument is this, or do they already?
Both. But the most common question I get is, what kind of instrument is that? And then also, how is it tuned?
Yeah.
And everyone can relate to a mandolin, but they're still a bit curious about the octave mandolin part. Like, so just one octave lower and tuned the same way. And it's you can say that it starts to sort of,
So that is your typical answer. It's sort of like a mandolin, but tuned an octave lower.
Yeah. And I mean, most people really get sort of mesmerized almost by the colors, the sound. So, and I chosen it because I think it's really nice to sing to. Yeah. So to accompany myself. And so I just fell in love with the instrument, and the sort of third voice that is created when I sing and play at the same time. That's sort of the mesmeration to me.
Yeah. And you quickly mentioned there that was mesmerized you. And when was this, and how did you get in touch with this instrument? Can you remember?
Yes, I do. I think it was in 2009. I heard the Swedish musician Esbjörn Hazelius play it, and then I got a chance to try it myself, his instrument, then at a party, and I just grabbed that instrument and sat in a corner the whole party. I was just, I was mesmerized by the sound, and immediately wanted one of my own. And I ordered one not very far afterwards. So I just bought it on chance. It was like I took a chance.
Yeah.
And I never regretted it.
And since both you and me know Esbjörn, he's playing that kind of the same instrument that you have.
Yes, I think
the same builder, and so it's
almost a copy.
So it's not a huge chance then, because you kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to play it.
No, you didn't know how to play. Yeah. Okay.
I think I knew like 4 chords when I ordered my instrument, and it was rather expensive, so that was a big leap.
Of course.
But I never regretted it.
No. So. I mean, this community listening to this podcast is, of course, really interested in instruments. So let's come back and we can talk about your specific instrument in a while. And you're also going to play some music here, aren't you?
Yes. We're going to start with a song that I've written.
Yeah.
And it's in Swedish, so it will be very interesting to you, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's a Swedish poet called Kristina Lugn, who has written the lyrics, and I have composed the music. And it's called Ingens Lilla Flicka längre, which means no one's little girl anymore.
Yeah, now that you kind of presented it, should we actually try to play together?
Yes, let's.
So here it is, Ingens Lilla Flicka längre with Malin Foxdal, Magnus Zetterlund, live in the Mandolin Secrets podcast.
Nu sover jag i en mycket vacker, mycket gammal stad. Nu sover jag för första gången med knäppta händer. Och någon som inte känner mig har strukit bort håret från mitt ansikte. Nu sover jag i en mycket vacker, mycket gammal stad. Nu sover jag för första gången med knäppta händer. Och någon som inte känner mig har strukit bort håret från mitt ansikte. Nu är jag ingens lilla flicka längre, ingens lilla flicka längre. Och behöver aldrig mer känna mig övergiven. När man är död är man sannerligen Nu sover jag. Nu sover jag.
There you got it. And I mean, at this point, I should also point out that some of you know it, some of you don't. But me and Malin, we are a couple. We've been together for 17 years almost now, and been married for 10 years. So we played a lot of music together over the years. So this piece you just heard, sort of part of your repertoire mainly, but also in our duo repertoire. And it's, I mean, over here it's quite rare, this octave mandolin duet, but I often say like they blend perfectly together. It's like vanilla and chocolate, sort of.
Oh yeah.
the two instruments.
But I actually find that my octave mandolin blends really well with any kind of string instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Goes with violin, goes with alto violin,
Yeah.
goes with guitar, goes with electric guitar,
Mm-hmm.
it goes with mandolin. Yeah, it's very. I find it very. What do you say?
Versatile, is that a
Yeah.
word? Yeah. Mm.
It's I don't. It's sort of, it doesn't take up so much space in the music.
No.
But it has a unique sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sort of, yeah, it blends with other instruments in a very nice way, and you still feel like you have your own voice.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was, since I do know that you also been really active this last spring, you have sort of two different new ensembles that you are kind of starting off. Or is it a new start? Or please tell us a little bit about your last projects that you're started.
Yeah, I'm now. I've had my band, my trio, for many years, but I have sort of.
And it's sort of like 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
In different shapes,
Yeah.
and with different members. But now I think I've found like the perfect match here, because there's the Emma Reed on violin, and then Don Knagg on percussion, guitar, flutes, accordion. He can play almost every instrument, and I mainly sing there, but I also use my octave mandolin. And we also sing in harmonies, the three of us.
Yeah.
And we play like Swedish folk music, but also our own music. But that's also some kind of folk music. We try to write, compose within the tradition. So you can hear that it's newly composed, but you can also hear the roots in Scandinavian and also Celtic, British folk music, because Emma is from England, from Newcastle. So you can also hear like the reels and jigs and the Irish music in her language, so to say. So it's very it feels very fresh to me, and very creative. So I'm very happy for that, and now I've just come back from a very creative weekend where we where I write music together with 2 other musicians, a flutist and soprano saxophonist, Anders Hagberg, and a piano player, Rickard Åström. 2 absolutely wonderful jazz musicians.
Yeah, I would say I kind of combined their personalities and their genre more towards the jazz style than compared to Emma and Dawn, for example. So is it like jazz music that you're doing? Or?
Well, I don't really know what to call it, but they are also very much into folk music from all over the world. So Anders has played a lot of music that you associate with the Arabic or Oriental so to speak music, and he has other scales on his repertoire. And Rickard is also really he can play anything really. He can play musical classical music. I mean, he's a wonderful concerto pianist, and so I don't really know what this is yet, but it's we mainly put music to poetry, our own poetry, but also writers, poets who has been published. And so we are reading a lot of poetry and digging in archives and doing stuff like that. And then something happens between me and the lyrics. We improvise a lot. So we actually even improvise from scratch on stage, live in front of an audience. We can everyone may have read the poem, but we haven't prepared anything.
Okay.
So we just with the words as an what do you say?
Starting point.
Yeah, starting point. We just take off from there and see what happens, and it's you just it's like flying. You just do it and hope for the best. And so there's a big amount of listening. And since we're just 3, there's also a lot of space. And I used my octave mandolin a little in that band, but right now in the beginning we try to leave a lot of space also, so not to. I mean, when Rickard plays the
keyboard,
the keyboard, but the grand piano, there's really not a lot of holes to fill.
Too much space for the octave, you mean?
No.
Oh, no.
So it's more like maybe when I compose by myself for this band, maybe I will sit at home and already have a space for it, and they can add, contribute with that. But it's also nice to give Rickard all that space so that he can just use the whole grand piano. So that's very luxurious, a luxurious band, and also. There's something magical happening when you trust each other so much that you can actually do this on stage. This Friday we played a concert, our first in this project, and we didn't know the music. We didn't know the lyrics by heart, and we went up there on stage and we just jumped.
Okay.
Took a dive, and then I even asked the audience to give me 4 words, like just any random 4 words.
Can you remember what words they gave you?
I think one was light.
Light.
One was hope. One was oak.
Okay.
I think. And one was mumbling.
Okay.
So for very random words. And then I took them into our artist room in the break between the sets, and I wrote like 4 sentences with these words in it. And then we improvised on stage in the second set.
Okay.
And so the audience actually composed
with you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And they were, I mean, they were so happy that we did it. It didn't really matter what it sounded like.
No,
it was like just the fact that we did it together. And so I think it's very experimental, this project, and it's also very allowing. It's I mean,
but I guess, I mean, if you were like setting the rules, then the audience will sort of embrace it and accept it.
Yeah, but it's also sort of liberating for yourself, because we can't really, play the wrong note.
No,
it's more like, okay, I played that. Okay, I will follow up with this, and you will follow up with that, and so it's very liberating, I would say, and also. But you really have to. You have to be in the zone.
Yeah.
You have to be in the zone, and you have to trust yourself, and you have to trust your ability, and those you are playing with. You really have to trust them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, and also like you have to be very flexible and open. But you sort of. You give them a bid, and then they give you a bid.
I
mean,
musically,
musicals.
Yeah.
I give this bid, and I answer with this, and so you have to be flexible and open to, like, it's okay, I'll go with you over there, but now maybe you can come over there with me. So it's sort of it's very. I don't know if this sounds stressful to some, but to me, it's really relaxing.
Yeah.
I feel peaceful because it's about presence, being present.
Yeah.
And just listen and just trust.
Yeah. You're using the word there, like ability, and I'm assuming that it's easier also to trust your ability with your 20 years of experience, because I know you recently celebrated like 20 years as an artist. You released your new album last year, and you got fantastic reviews. You got awards. You win the scholarship of the town we were living, the culture. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cultural. I don't know.
Cultural scholarship somehow.
Or not even a scholarship, but a vad heter det? Pris.
Also, like an award, cultural award.
Yeah.
But so I guess it is this just you fill your backpack with experiences. This maybe makes it easier now to go with this.
I wanted to do this 25 years ago, but I didn't really have the tools.
No,
then.
Yeah.
But since I started that process then, and I've been trying to get to this point ever since. So it's not only that I now have the tools, I have been sort of trying to get the tools for 25, and so I made a lot of weird experiments during the years, but they were necessary. You can't really. You have to jump over and over and over again, and sort of fail.
Yeah.
But they are experiences, and all those experiences eventually become your tools. I think. So you can't really. It's like when I started to play the Octave Mandolin, I knew 4 chords when I bought it, and I felt like if I'm gonna sit in my room and wait for the day when I'm ready, that's never going to happen. I need to just get out there and play with people and get on stage. It was like, I will never forget the first concert. I knew one song. I knew 4 chords. And I played it. And I was so happy. And so I just started to add song by song. So I taught myself, and I don't know how to play scales. I don't know. I mean, I can't really play this instrument properly.
No.
But I have developed.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have never put sort of pressure on myself that I have to know this and that before I can play it in front of other people. I just knew that, okay, then it will never happen.
No.
Because it was also about the same time that when we got our first child.
Yeah.
So I realized that if I'm ever going to do this, I just have to take every chance I have to play it. And that has been on stage for me because I haven't had much time left, you know. It's like...
You're referring to like learning 4 chords, playing your first song. Is that how you approach the instrument mainly, from a chord perspective?
Yes, it is. It's to accompany me when I sing. And so that has been a goal for me. That's like the only goal I've had. It's like I should be able to do a solo concert with this instrument.
Yeah.
To feel like I can fill this space for an hour with singing and playing.
Yeah.
That should be complete, sort of, or it should be interesting enough to listen to. It should be just the sound of the instrument and my voice and the lyrics should be enough.
Yeah.
So that has been one goal that I set for myself, and I have done that. So I feel like, I've found one way of using this instrument.
Yes, and I think, I mean, since I've been part of this whole journey, actually, and I also remember if you coming back to that, where the liberating feeling of you having an instrument also, because we've done a lot of like duo, trio, quartet concerts before you getting your Octave Mandolin, and when we're doing our duo concerts, I was mostly backing up on the guitar or on my Octave Mandolin. But at the time you started to bring your instrument on stage, it gave me a lot of playroom for my... Well, I could do other stuff because you could feel that space with the chords, and I could play melody lines on my mandolin, or even back up other things on the guitar. So it's I do understand the feeling of it's important for your solo acts that you're doing nowadays, but also such an important part of the duo trio kind of.
Yeah, definitely. And so it doesn't really take that much to liberate another musician. I mean, just
free up some
space. Yeah, and you just like, I mean, it's enough that I can play the chords.
Yeah.
And hold the rhythm, sort of. And then...
Yeah, and you're really good at that. We should actually have play our next song, I think. So this is music, because you over the years also been a playwright, doing like music theater sort of. And tell us a little bit about this piece that we're about to play.
Yeah, this song is one of the hits from the music theater On the Other Side of Swede Hollow. På andra sidan Swede Hollow in Swedish. And it's a play that I wrote about the Swedish immigration to the United States. And yeah, it's a big part of our history, our tradition here, that we've been sort of fed with the story that Swedes emigrated and were very successful in America. But actually, the first immigrants who came there were really they often got a worse life than if back. I mean, if they should have stayed back home. But their children got a better life. And so I started to think about this and sort of compare this situation with today. And because we have had a lot of immigrants in Sweden the last 10, 15 years. And so I really thought that we needed to be reminded about what that's like. Because, you know, we haven't had any wars in Sweden since like the 1800s. And we sort of lost the ability to feel sympathy, I think, for those who came here. And I wanted to sort of give another perspective on that discussion in Sweden. And so I wrote this play, and it's about two people that they are actually two sides of myself. And I just asked myself, what would I have done if I lived 1917? And there were like hunger strikes in Sweden. People were so poor, they didn't have any jobs, they didn't have any food. The First World War was ongoing, and everything was, what do you say, ransonerat, what's that called? It's like, well, when you have to give like food stamps to get your little portion of food, sort of that. And at the same time, the whole working class was organizing and trying to get better conditions, and the feminism was just starting to happening, and the women were like organizing and fighting for the rights to vote. So it was a very exciting, interesting time. And I asked myself, who would I have been and what would I have done in this society if I lived then? And I wrote this play. And one of the songs that we're going to play now is called I Sing. And, well, it's just, it's from a person's point of view. I think the lyrics will speak for itself in the song.
Yeah. I'll pick up my guitar for this, so we'll hear the combination of the octave mandolin and the guitar here.
Yeah, nice. 1, 2. To be a poet, a prophet, roam the streets alone, never knowing what tomorrow will bring, never knowing who's a friend or foe. And I sing for those who don't have a home. I sing for the weak and poor. I sing for those who have lost their voice. I sing to save my soul. There is a road for seekers I know. sing for those who have lost their voice. I sing. I sing for those who don't have a home. I sing for the weak and poor. I sing for those who have lost their voice. I sing, oh, I sing for those who don't have a home. I sing for the weak and poor. I sing for those who have lost their voice. I sing to save my soul.
All right, there it is. And if you want to watch us perform these songs inside Mandolin Secrets Academy, you got a unique exclusive video podcast episode where you can see us perform this. And so learn more about it at my website about the Academy. I think we have a lot of talk about, obviously. We could go on for a long time. But I want to wrap up this call, and I want you to... Can you actually show us your instrument a little closer to the camera?
Sure.
And tell us a little bit about it. You mentioned you got it in 2009 or 10?
10, I think.
Yeah. So...
well, it's from the Weber factory.
Yeah.
And it's custom made for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to decide all the details.
Yeah.
And I just love it.
Mm-hmm.
And well, it's
you tune it like G, D, A, E.
Yeah, just
That's
like
like I'm doing it. Mm. Really nice. And a fun fact is also, I mean, it's very, very similar to mine of the mandolin. Many of you in the community have seen me play this one. So it's sort of the same model. I don't think they make them any longer.
Oh, really?
But it's called Weber Bridger A is the model. But I unfortunately, there are... And it's, I mean...
it's a piece of art.
It's a piece of art. So we're probably one of the very few households in Sweden that have 2 octave mandolins.
Yeah, I would go so far as to say the only household in Sweden having 2.
Yeah, you got
that I know of.
Yeah, the only difference besides the color is also you got like a snake head style, and I got another. But they sound a bit different. I think mine has a more mellow tone. I also use flat wound strings on here and
play a little.
Like a G chord. Let me use a pick. We can only tell by that Malin has a more brighter sound, and
let's just play one round of chords like. Oh, sorry. I need this. I just wrapped myself in. Here we go. Let's play this. Let's listen to the sound. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Two octave mandolins is also a good combination.
It is. We almost forgot.
Yeah, we almost forgot. Yes. Well, I think it was about time we had you guesting the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we don't get to talk about mandolins that often either.
No.
I have a few different ways to end this podcast, but one thing I was actually wanted to ask you, is there anything regarding your mandolin playing that you are trying to improve at the moment, or something you want to learn? That
more rhythmical playing. So I try to sort of take the chance to play with people and just experiment a little more with this hand.
Your picking hand.
Yeah, my picking hand. And sort of trying to develop some new patterns.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on right now. Like to be a little braver.
Yeah.
And sometimes I fail, but you know, as I said before, that's how you learn.
Yes.
So just be brave and dare to fail, and you will learn.
That's really good advice. I mean, it's all aspiring musicians in this community that trying to improve and learn and be brave. I also like to always tell them to be curious. Yeah. Sort of, I guess, what happened if I try to make it this way instead of
and it's also something about not being bored yourself. To stay curious is also like to make it exciting for you, to make it so that you can play same old song over and over again.
Yeah,
but with the feeling that it's the first time every time. Sort of listening to your own, jamming with yourself, sort of. And being present and listening.
Yeah. Nice. And another thing that I kind of also want to take the opportunity now that you're here, because I mean, there's probably no other person knowing me better than you do. And a lot of people listening. I mean, there's thousands of people watching my YouTube videos, listening to the podcast and all that. Is there one thing you can tell them about me that would surprise them? Because they know me as this mandolin guy, but is there anything you can leave the viewer with?
How private should I get?
You gotta be kind now.
I gotta be kind.
Don't say anything that will ruin my total.
I don't think I know anything about you that could ruin anything. But, well, you're quite stubborn. That I don't think that many people know.
No.
But if you set out to do something, if you decide, then you never give up, I'd say. If you really want something, then you go for it. with the persistence that is, it's a very good quality. I mean, it's people talk about grit these days. The talent will only take you so far. It's grit that will take you all the way.
Okay.
And you have a lot of grit.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Great. I put it to my CV.
Yeah.
I gotta first look some encyclopedia. So, what it actually means. But I'm hearing it's a positive
it is.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you, Malin, for coming here for the podcast. And thanks to all the listeners out there. I have the feeling I even have more questions actually on my sheet. We got to bring you back for another show and also play some more music.
Sure.
Good.
I would be happy to be back. And thanks for having me.
Yeah. And also, where can people listen to your music and find more information about you?
My website, malinfoxdal.com.
Yes, we put the links in the description.
And then I'm on all the streaming channels. So if you just search for my name, Malin Foxdal, you will find lots and lots of music.
Lots of music. And if you could recommend one album for someone that never heard of you before, because I imagine there's a lot of people here, and they like what you heard and what you shared today, what should you recommend them to go listen to?
I would say my latest album. My sort of... it's me celebrating my 20 years as an artist. But also, I made a nice record in 2010 where I interpreted Gillian Welsh songs in Swedish.
Yeah.
It's called Nattfjäril.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of this stuff going on there. A lot of nice string instruments.
Yes,
and sort of an Americana vibe to it. And the Gillian Welsh, I mean, she writes amazing. So I think if you like sort of bluegrass and Americana music, you will like that record, I think.
Nice. And I have to also throw in here, if you will. Well, I know people in this community are listening to Gillian Welsh and all that. But if you want to have something also completely unique, you should check out Malin's album Jag längtade, which is like all traditional Swedish folk songs, but played with a little blues Americana touch to it.
Yeah.
So, then now we got 3 different options to go.
Yeah.
But
enjoy.
But all info at malinfoxdal.com, and also of course on all the streaming platforms. And if you want to keep up with the show, you can just head over to the website. It's mandolinsecrets.com/podcast. You find all the previous episodes and all info you need. Thank you so much for listening, and always remember, be a music maker.